Hi scholars, it's Ms. Wright. I miss you guys. I hope you're well. I just wanted to spell out some of the information regarding your final 2 assignments for English 1A, which is also tied to 3 of your 4 final assignments for 1AS. So you're doing 2 things for English 1A. You're writing a research essay, that's your essay 4, your research paper. And then you're also doing a second assignment called the annotated bibliography, okay? So those are your 2 final assignments. Normally when you're doing a research paper, you'd actually do the annotated bibliography first because that's sort of evaluating the research that you're doing, and then you do your essay for your research paper second. Do I care what order you do the assignments? Not really. I just want you to practice doing an annotated bibliography. So if you end up doing it after you've done your research paper, I don't care. Great. So it's totally fine what order you do it in. So remember, you have to do research because it's a research paper. You have to have 5 sources. You already have one of the sources. It's one of the essays from Gia Tolentino's book, right? Trick Mirror. So you have one of the sources already. You can use any of the other sources that have been on the site, a movie, one of the articles. But you also have to find a website. You have to find a library database source, like an article from a newspaper or a journal. Yes, so those are the things that you have to do is research. Remember, the research gets put into your essay. I have told you it's totally fine if you want to rewrite one of the essays you've already turned into me, adding research to it, but you can also start over from scratch and do a completely new essay using any of the old prompts from essays 1, 2, or 3. Or you can propose a different research topic to me. That is fine. Whatever you do, you want to have your own essay. The primary text is still Gia Tolentino's book, Trick Mirror. So one of Gia Tolentino's essays is your primary text that you're going to talk about. And then you're going to add some research to back up the things you have to say, right? So the research gets put into your essay in the form of quotes. Remember, quotes have citations. You let us know what the source is. It's usually a name, might be a page number. And since you're citing a work in your paper, you have a works cited page, which also has citations, right? You've been practicing that with essay 2 and essay 3. Now you have to do that with essay 4. You'll just have more works that you're citing. The annotated bibliography is very similar in structure to the works cited page. It's a separate document, so you have your header and your heading in MLA format. Your title is annotated bibliography. But what it is, the rest of it looks just like a works cited page. You still have citations. So just like in your works cited page where you have citations for the works that you're citing, in an annotated bibliography, you still have the same citations. What I'm asking you to do is for each citation, each work that you create a citation for, you put a summary, a 1-paragraph summary following the summary Mad Libs format, and then a second short paragraph. You can either discuss the source, this website or this essay or this article, and tell me it's great, tell me it stinks, tell me it's somewhere in between. So you still have 2 paragraphs after a citation. Then you move on to the next citation, a 1-paragraph summary, your evaluation or response. And what I'm asking for are 3 citations. Do they have to be the same works you end up using in your research essay? No. Can they be the same things that you used in your research essay? Sure. But that's part of the research process. You might find a work that you really like, that you think is going to be really useful, but then when you end up writing your paper, it's not that great, so you leave it out. It's totally fine. So if you decide to do the annotated bibliography first, but you end up not using the same material for your research essay, great. That's totally fine. That's part of the process, right? So this is a separate assignment. The annotated bibliography must have 3 entries. Remember your citations in MLA format. With the annotated bibliography, as you've experienced before, you can submit a partial draft or a complete draft to your 1AS site before you submit it for a grade in 1A. And then remember your essay 4, your research essay, this time you get 2 draft submissions. You can submit a partial or complete draft or a list of questions to me in 1AS, and Annie or I will give you feedback. And then you get a second opportunity to submit, a further draft. Just submit the works cited. If you've changed your mind about your topic between submitting a draft and the second draft, great. That's also part of the process. Even though you get to submit a draft for feedback of your annotated bibliography, and you get 2 chances to submit a draft of your research essay, even after you've done that, if you have questions, if you're worried, if you're confused, if you've changed your mind and you want to start over from scratch and do a different research topic, great. Email me anytime. Just because you've submitted a draft and I've given you feedback, it's not over. I mean, it can be over if you want it to be over, but if you have more questions, just email me or Annie or both of us, okay? So these are your final 2 assignments for English 1A. They're both due Friday, December 11th at 11:59 p.m. I do not care what order you submit them. You also have the 2 drafts that you can submit in 1AS anytime up until Friday, December 11th, plus the draft of the annotated bibliography you can submit all the way up to Friday, December 11th. So we basically have 3 weeks left. 3 weeks left to submit your drafts and your final drafts. But Annie and I are around all the time for email, okay? Email questions, concerns, Canvas messaging, whatever works for you. So I hope this brings you a little bit of clarity. If it doesn't, guess what? Email me, okay? So you can do this. I have 0 doubt that you can't do this. You're gonna do a great job. It's just a step-by-step process, and Annie and I are here to help you the whole way, all right? So hang in there, follow the directions, email me when you get stuck, and have faith in yourself because I have faith in you. Okay, bye.